Yo, what's going on, everybody? I am back. I know I've been gone for like a week and a couple of days, but y'all are gonna see this yellow shirt. You're gonna see this yellow shirt a lot. I'm about to do a shit ton of videos and post them because y'all haven't seen my face since like last week Wednesday when I went to the doctor. I'm doing better. It's not the best, but it's better than what I was doing. Strained muscles doing a whole lot better than what I was doing. Taking medicine, taking muscle relaxers, still going to work, but trying not to push myself as hard so this thing can heal. Sleeping with a sleeping pad and all this other great stuff, but that is not what the video is about today. Gonna be doing videos on a whole lot of different things, but today the main thing I want to talk about is finally I'm going to get back to doing reviews, people. Summer, great time for me to get over this gamer ADD, so I've been beating games like crack. What games did I beat? Finally beat Saints Row the Third. I beat The Walking Dead 400 Days DLC. What else have I beaten? What have I been playing like crack? What else? I can't remember now. Finally beat this game right here, The Last of Us, which I'm going to review today. I'm almost done with Remember Me. I got 2 more missions and then I will be doing a review on that too. And then after that will be BioShock and Tomb Raider. I'll be playing both of those games and we'll be beating them. Because I'm not buying no more games for the PS3. I will buy no more console games for the PS3 until Grand Theft Auto 5 drops, or unless someone gives me extra money and I can buy Splinter Cell or what's another game coming out that I might get? Splinter Cell or maybe one more other game, but for the PS3 I'm done till GTA 5 comes out, most likely. 9 times out of 10 I'm not getting nothing else. But for the Vita, that's different. Dragon's Crown comes out Tuesday. I will be getting that. That game is paid for. Done. Finito. It's got that game's paid for. So GameStop strikes again Tuesday. Sorry. The Vita doesn't count. But yeah, on to what is really important. My review of this game. If you didn't know, this game is The Last of Us. It got rave like crazy reviews. This is like the best, I think, the best game on Metacritic, rated wise, on the PS3 console ever. This game got so many freaking 10 out of 10s. It is crazy how many 10 out of 10s this game got. Rightfully so in some aspects of the game. I think hands down this is the one of the top 3 games on the PS3 of this generation. I don't know, but for the PS3, without a doubt, this game right here, top 3, top 5 off top. And oh, spoiler alert, I'm finna talk about the game in its entirety. So if you have not beaten this game, do not watch my review yet until you beat it. I'm telling you now, spoiler alert, because I hate trying to sugarcoat shit and I can't really talk about the game how I want to. So in the details, please read before you click on it. It's going to say spoiler alert. I don't want to hear nobody bitching, moaning, and complaining because I told something. So yeah, first off, you know what I'm saying, I want to talk about gameplay. Not even gameplay, graphics. We'll take about graphics first, because to me graphics are important, but they're not end all be all. Graphically, this game is really good. PS3 wide, like, to me, some of the best looking games on the PS3, of course, Uncharted, the God of War series, Heavy Rain looked amazing. Also, what else? Uncharted series always looks good in a cartoonish kind of way. Metal Gear Solid 4, Killzone 3, Infamous, all of the big time first party games, graphically they always look amazing. But hands down, this game to me, top 3 graphically it's not the best looking game on the console. Let's get that out of the way. A lot of people are saying this game looks better than everything that's ever came out on PS3, which I believe is false. I still, in my mind, feel Metal Gear Solid 4, I think it came out in like maybe 08, 09, I can't remember exactly when it came out. I didn't play it until like, what, 2010, 2000, yeah, like early 2010. But without a doubt, Metal Gear Solid 4 will still, hands down, is the best looking game on the console. That's just my opinion. That's just me. I mean, everybody else, maybe God of War, or Uncharted 2 or 3. But in my opinion, Metal Gear Solid 4 still, even though it came out so long ago, still the best looking game on the PS3 console, hands down. But this motherfucker is close. This and Uncharted, I think this Uncharted and Killzone 3 are freaking close. This game looks amazing. From all of the environments to the characters, how they look, how Tess looks, how, you know what I'm saying, cutscenes, cutscenes look freaking amazing. Like, oh my god, cutscenes, like when you see, like when you play this game and see the detail they put into this game, I feel like they learned from Uncharted and stepped into new territories, and they succeeded beyond my reasonable doubt. Like, I had a little bit of doubt, but Naughty Dog proved me all wrong. This game is amazing. The faces, like I said, the faces look amazing. Ellie's face, you can tell when she's sad, when she feels a certain way. And even Joel's face is like ridiculous, because he shows anger, he shows like everything. When you play with him, you'll see, like when you do the close quarter combat, and how his face changes, and like even in the cutscenes, how his face is, like when his facial expressions and everything like that, top notch. Everything looks great. Okay, gameplay. This is where I think it has a shortcoming. All of this, I'm probably start talking about story-wise first. First of all, gameplay is pretty good. I think it should have been a little bit more wide open and not so linear. You can go look for stuff, but you really can't, per se. The story is a little linear, a little bit. It's not as bad, but like all Naughty Dog games are mostly linear like that. They're not really open world like that. But pretty much it's a little open world. It's not huge like Assassin's Creed or Grand Theft Auto, but it's pretty good for the game. Let me see what else gameplay wise. What I didn't like, Ellie can't swim. For people who haven't gotten past the first beginning or haven't met Ellie yet, Ellie can't freaking swim. So you constantly have to go find, when you're in water that's up above, you know what I'm saying, her walking, or she can't walk in it, you have to constantly go diving for boards, and they just randomly are boards up underwater, or they're randomly, you have to take something out of a fan, or you know what I'm saying, like it's in a specific random spot where you just know there's a board gonna be somewhere. Like, she just can't get on your back and just ride across the water. I mean, that kind of got annoying. I guess they was trying to separate the gameplay. And also the damn ladders, man. It's a bunch of ladders that just be hanging around places. You have to get you a ladder or get you a big long ass post and put across 2 buildings so you can walk across it to get from area to area. That kind of got annoying, but it did cut up the gameplay a little bit, but so much of it got annoying. Hand-to-hand combat was really good. Of course, you can't, the clickers, you can't really kill them hand-to-hand combat. You have to shoot them, light them on fire or something like that, because clickers will kill you instantly. I have got killed by clickers plenty of times. The actual humans that are just zombies that haven't formed into clickers yet, they just be moaning all the time, those are easier to kill. But I like how they got the 2 separate ones, and how they switch it up where they'll have both of them, and then they'll have the real big old the not clipper, the clicker, the real huge one. Like those are really hard to get down, take down. Especially I know when I was in the highway, you had to take down 2 of those suckers, which was crazy. See what else. The weapon sway. A lot of people got mad about weapon sway, and when you're shooting, your weapon sways a lot. Naughty Dog did that for a reason. And I'm glad they did do that. You can upgrade your weapon sway, but I didn't. I only upgraded it once, and I really didn't need to, per se, because in real life, a gun does not shoot like fucking Call of Duty in game in-game assist. You literally have to learn the weapon and shoot how, you know what I'm saying? Same thing in multiplayer, which I will talk about in a minute. You can't just be shooting wild and crazy in this game, because if you do, you will get fucking killed. You know what I'm saying? And crouching a lot really helps. Crouching is something I did do a lot. I mixed it up. I shot a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Crouched a little bit. Did stealthy stuff. It gives you an option gameplay wise. It gives you an option fighting wise to do what you want to really do. Depending on how much ammo you have and how you want to play the game, you can play the game pretty much how you want to play it. You can shoot up everything, but doing that will be a cause and effect, because doing that against clickers and all these other things, you will waste your bullets. So it's easier to kill them silently than rush in there and fucking try to go Rambo and get your ass killed, or know what I'm saying, blown up, or on, like, man, these motherfuckers will kill your ass in a minute if they see you. I'm trying to think of anything else gameplay wise that I didn't like or liked. The shooting, weapon sway, pretty good. I wish they had a little bit, they had a lot of, well, I ain't gonna say wish they had pretty much a good amount of weapons in the game. You had your arrows, you had your pistols, you had your automatic weapons. I used to like the flamethrower. The flamethrower was real cool. I wish they would have had that in the game earlier. That would have made the game a whole lot easier. But that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Gameplay wise, pretty good, pretty damn good. Pretty much gameplay wise, pretty damn good. So now let's talk about the story. And like I said, spoiler alert, until, like, okay. First off, at the beginning of this game, literally had me in tears when Joel's daughter got killed. Like, that was just one of the worst moments of this game ever. Like, this game had you doing tear jerkers and had you like, wow, like, really? Like, a whole lot of stuff in this game happens and you're like, wow, that's crazy. Because at first you don't even play with Ellie. You meet up with Ellie later. You meet up with a girl named Marlene. Because you're with Tess at first, and then you find out Tess has gotten, basically she's gotten bitten and she didn't tell you. And Ellie's gotten bitten, but Ellie's rash is like 3 weeks old. And she hasn't died or turned yet. So they think that Ellie is the key. The Fireflies think Ellie is the key to saving a whole entire race from, you know what I'm saying, this virus that's going around. These clickers and all this other shit they infected. So they go on a voyage, Tess and Joel, to get Ellie to the Fireflies. I don't know, I forgot where they were at. In some kind of lab or something like that. So of course, Tess finds out she's been bitten, and they're trying to get away, and Tess dies. Then it's just Joel and Ellie, and Ellie makes this whole game like that much better, because Ellie has grown up in an infected world basically her whole life. She doesn't really know what else there was before the infected. So when she finds out things outside of where they were, it's like a whole nother experience. That's just like me living in South Carolina my whole life and going to New York like I did, and seeing all of the big buildings and stuff I had never seen before in my life. And I was like, yo, wow, like the wow factor. And Joel has seen both sides, and he's trying to kind of not get close to Ellie, but also, you know what I'm saying, kind of guide her through this voyage of getting her where she needs to go, and keeping his promise to Tess that he was going to do it. The main part of this game that I like character wise, you meet Bill, you meet his brother Tom, you meet this guy, these some black guys, Henry and Sam. And also you meet back up with Meredith. I think that's how you say her name. If I'm wrong, let me know. The black girl at the beginning, that's her that you find Ellie. Ellie is a smart ass. She's funny as shit. She talks shit. Ellie helps you in combat, which is great. Her AI sometimes gets in the way. Sometimes her AI will run around and the zombie. I'll be like, I know that zombie saw her ass, but you don't see her. Which is kind of good because that would make me mad if she was in the way always running around. That would make the game terrible. But yeah, the characters they bring into the game help bring the story along, which is really good. They don't feel like it doesn't feel like they are any character that they bring into the game doesn't need to be there. They're there for a reason. My favorite character had to be Bill. It had to be Bill, and then Henry and Sam. Those three characters, like Henry and Sam, are two in the same because they're brothers, and you meet them together. And Bill is just fucking crazy as shit. I thought Bill was gonna try to kill me one time. Like, Bill is just fucking ridiculous. He helps you get through this town and help you get a car. Bill tries to kill you. Bill don't trust nobody. Bill and Ellie were going at it. Told her don't touch shit, and she took a comic book, and I know Bill was fucking mad at that shit. Bill had a whole town to himself. Like, one of his friends told him he was crazy. He tried to leave Bill. Man, Bill fucking ridiculous. Henry and Sam, on the other hand, was an incredible little small amount. Like I'm saying, Henry and Sam were African American brothers, and they help you get out of the city. That's how you really get out. That's how you get out of the city, is Henry and Sam. And once you do get out of the city, the damn humans are trying to attack you. And one of the zombies jumps out at Sam, and you really don't know that he's bitten yet until that next cutscene, when you see him pull his thing up, and he's got marks on his leg. But you don't really know if it's bite marks or what until that next cutscene, when you find out Ellie goes to wake him up for breakfast, and he has turned, and he tries to kill Ellie. Henry, Joel was gonna shoot him. Henry told him don't shoot him. Then he shot him. Then Henry just broke down, started crying, and shot himself. That was like one of the experiences I was like, oh man, that was a tearjerker. I actually teared up a little bit. I'm soft. But yeah, that was a tearjerker by any means. That was a tearjerker. For one, I was like, no, why you kill the black guy? Like, come on, we always gotta die. But that was a great ending to their little story. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to play as Ellie. You get to play Ellie at the end in the winter when Joel gets hurt. He can't defend himself. And everything comes full circle when you find out. I ain't gonna tell that part about how that comes about, but Ellie meets up with some guys, and you get to play as Ellie. You get to level her up a little bit. You get to shoot her and all this other stuff, just like you did with Joel, which was a nice pace in the game. I wish they would have did it a little earlier and not so much at the end, but that was a nice pace, a nice change up, a nice pace. And that's pretty much it in the ending. Let's talk about the ending. Everyone is, well, not everyone. Some people were like, the ending of this game was bullshit, because at the ending of the game, basically, you're at the hospital, you got her to the Fireflies, and they want to kill her, take her brain, and I guess do experiments on it and cut her up. And that's how they're going to get whatever gene that is that's in her body that's making the stuff not kill her, turn her into a clicker, and make a vaccine out of it. Joel does not want that to happen. So he saves her out of the hospital, kills the black chick that's trying to do it. He shoots her and says, you're going to come after her, you're going to come after her. So kills the black girl. Gets Ellie out of the hospital. Next thing you know, really you don't know what happens at first. He comes down in the elevator, puts her in the car. Then you see a flash forward where he's driving, and Ellie wakes up. And Ellie goes, you know what I'm saying, wakes up, asks what happens, and he lies to her. Then it flashes back to him killing the black girl and all this other stuff. And then you see Ellie at the very, very end, like I just thought the game was over, but subtle. They come back to where it all started. They go home. And Ellie and Joel have a little conversation where she asks him about, was he telling the truth that there was no vaccine, that they couldn't do anything. He tells her he's telling the truth, and he, you know what I'm saying, that it's what he said was true and everything like that. And then it just cuts off. And everybody was like, oh my God, it was bad, it was this, that, and other. It was very subtle, but it opens up a window to another game, which is not bad. I wish they would have ended it with him shooting the black girl. That would have been incredible, and just ended it like that, and having Ellie wake up in the backseat of the truck. That would have been fine, but I don't think it was bad. I don't think out of a 9 out of 10 for the ending, I mean out of 10 for the ending, I would make it a 7. That wasn't horrible. You know what I'm saying? That's not a deal breaker for me. But it wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as everybody made it out to be. So overall, this game, story wise, I would give it maybe a 9 out of 10 story wise. Maybe an 8.5, because the gameplay ladders and shit just wasn't doing it for me. But it was a great game. The game is really fucking good. The story is good. It makes you, it's very intense gameplay wise. It's really fucking good. Multiplayer is really fun. Multiplayer is like Uncharted, bare bones, but with The Last of Us game mechanics. Where you have to crouch. How can I say? It's 4-on-4. I wish it was 6-on-6. 4-on-4. Got about 6 mode. I think 6 or 7 levels. You get your pistols, other things like that. Your pistols, your arrows, but you have to unlock everything. You go by this system where they take your Facebook friends and make it into like a clan, and you have to get your when you play survivor mode or you play supply raid, you have to pick up supplies, and you can get points from supplies by doing random things like killing people, getting enough ammo shots, downs, and a whole bunch of other shit. Hands down, this multiplayer is the best multiplayer I have played this year. This year, except for last year, Ghost Recon. This is the closest thing to a balanced multiplayer I have played in a while, since Ghost Recon Future Soldier. So multiplayer and story combined, I would give this game a 9.5 out of 10. It's not a 10 all the way. I will not give it a 10, but I'm going to say 9.5. It is close, but I still think Metal Gear Solid 4 is the hands down best game on the console, hands down. Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, God of War, all those games are incredible. But don't get me wrong, don't get mad at me, because you know I'm a Sony fan. I still think this game is ridiculous, but it's not the best game this gen to me. But this game is really fucking good. Pick it up if you don't have it, if you're a Sony guy. If not, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, get this game. Ridiculous. The next game I will be reviewing is Remember Me. So shouts out to SheAttack.com, shouts out to ThugGeek.com, and we out.